Growth therapy.
Sponsored by Ginger. Sponsored by. Yeah.
It's better?
Yeah, it's better. And you look good.
Oh my God. Crazy.
Let's do a stand-up bit right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really hard. It's just, what do you mean even?
Do like one of your like bits.
Oh, like a joke.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Or should I introduce you first?
Oh my God, that's like, I felt immediate pressure about it because I can't remember how the start goes. If I think of it, I'll do it.
I know. It's like probably like a whole thing. You have to like get into like, you know.
I don't remember. I'm new. Okay, go.
Okay, well, hi guys. It's me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Growth Therapy. And we have comedian,
Oh, girl.
shrooms taker, and dog stealer, Nathan motherfucking Lusk.
I did not take that time. I said not take him. I didn't. But
I know you did
Shrooms
it.
is good. Shrooms is good.
Yeah. You didn't,
That was crazy.
You
That was
didn't
crazy.
steal the dog.
No,
but,
I didn't take it.
You know.
Is this annoying? If I go in and out?
No, you can't hear anything.
You're sure?
But if you feel comfortable like that, then
I love to spin.
yeah, spin, bitch.
I love to spin.
Nathan can't wear his glasses because
There's a glare, so I'm
there's
going
a
to squint a lot
glare, so
maybe.
he's gonna squint.
If you're watching, but if you're listening, this won't matter to you at all.
They don't even care. They don't even know what you look like.
Unless I announce every time I was squinting. Like I'm squinting.
Nathan squints.
Nathan squints. That's fun.
Nathan squirts.
Ew, wow. Stephanie. Okay, wait. The last time you ended the Shrooms episode made me laugh because I think I said Stephanie, you said Nathaniel. Okay, bye. And then I was like, no. Sorry.
You could tell by the end of that episode, I was like so high. Like my eyes, if you were watching, like my eyes are just like, okay, bye. Like it was, even though you didn't believe that I was high.
Well, you just were not where I was. I felt like you never got where I was.
Because we took two completely different chocolates.
Yeah.
So I felt like we were on like a different ride, but it was still really fun.
I brought my own.
People right now.
Oh, no, just the time
when
we did it because I knew.
People have been asking me what chocolates
I
were
know.
they.
I kind of can't remember. Am I allowed to plug them if I did?
I mean, whatever.
think it's
Yeah,
called
sure. They don't sponsor this, so.
Curative? Maybe curative chocolate. It's like that, but if I figure it out, I'll I'm so embarrassed. I'll drop it in the comments. I knew my brain wanted to say that, but I like immediately
They felt
felt
weird.
very cringy. I didn't like
It's not
it. I'll drop it
cringy.
in the comments. Well, comment to where? On the
On
podcast?
YouTube.
Oh, I could put it on YouTube.
Yeah,
I think it's called curative chocolate.
because people also really loved watching the YouTube part.
That
Like,
was
they were like,
fun.
it needed to be more visual, you know?
Yeah.
And people were actually like taking shrooms
I read
and
that.
watching
I
the
read that.
episode, and I thought that was hilarious.
That's funny. Someone was like, there was one comment where it's like, when Nathan's foot is in the camera, like,
Yes.
I lost it or something. And I was like,
And then they
That's
were
very
like
funny.
dying, like your jacket being like off.
half on and on. Well, okay. No one, okay. I've already told my friends this, but no one understands that to me, the world, your couch, and your home were a fun house. And I was trying to remain as calm as possible, but I immediately started sweating the second the episode happened because I was like, I fucked myself over because like, how do I have a conversation? Like, so it was terrible. I was trying to talk you through what was happening, but I was like sweating so much because I was like so embarrassed because I was like, this is being recorded. I was like, people can see. And then I thought we decided it wouldn't go anywhere, and then
I know,
in
we were
sober
like-
in sober mind we decided it's still funny and it could go
I
places.
know. No, because I was like, okay, let me just put like a clip,
Yeah.
you know, just to gauge, you know, because I really wasn't gonna put it out. I was like, this is just too funny. Like, I have to put some parts of this out. Like, even if you don't listen to the whole episode, like this just needs to go like online. And so I like put it up, and people were immediately like, no, drop the episode now. And I did, and I actually didn't have an episode for that Monday.
I know.
And I was
and
gonna,
you brought it up several times the pressure I felt to do a good job. I was like, you need to was that on Monday? I'm ruining your life. I was like, I've ruined it.
Like, tell the story.
Like, I don't know. Also, wait, hold on. That was so terrible. I told my friend when we were watching, when I was like, anytime Steph wanted me to finish the story, but if you interjected in the story, in my brain, I was like, I have to start from the beginning. So I don't know if you noticed, but I started from the beginning of the story like 10 different times, because anytime you asked the question, I was like, okay, well, Steph, let me backtrack all the way to the beginning because you must need to know, right? My brain really couldn't compute that. Like,
you never finished the story
because I couldn't.
You never even really told it, and people were in the comments like, "What is the story?"
I'm scared. That's not even gonna be funny. There's a part of me that's like, oh my gosh, the amount of the amount of importance we almost gave this story as though it's gonna be really great. I'm scared. I mean, I could tell it, but I mean, it's pretty funny. Maybe
I feel like people are kind of wanting left unknown.
Well, girl, so I was in a parking lot.
Not that far.
That's funny. I'm feeling deja vu.
This feels very familiar.
Okay. So I took 2, and you know when I'm not 2. Sorry, no, I'm just repeating myself now. Okay, so I took 2 in the parking lot.
Okay.
And 2's fine.
But then you took 3.
And then I took 3 later when you left, because my boyfriend was acting all weird and he had 3, and I wasn't sure why he was acting strange. I went to the porta potty. I told you this. And then I noticed, like, I tried to put my water bottle on the floor, and then the floor was like 10 miles away from me. And I was like, okay, something has changed with the 3rd one. And then I got out of the porta potty and the whole world was like kind of like this.
Slanted.
Yeah. And then I was like, I understand why Dorian was so scared now. Like, I totally get it.
Yeah.
Because we're in West Hollywood on Halloween. Like,
it's the terrifying.
So many people.
Even sober is terrifying.
I was just like, oh my God. So I was like, I was very scared, but then it was kind of like that. But it was kind of like that episode. I told myself, like, you can change your mind. Like, I was like, we can calm down. So, like,
you can change your mood. You are in control.
I was like, I've decided that this can be fun. So we just walked around, but he was still kind of freaked out, and I was too a little bit, because I realized, like, I can't tell if I'm this close to people or this close to people.
That's so funny. Like, when you're high on shrooms, like, everything is like in scale for you.
Oh yeah.
Like,
stuff is different.
When my shroom trips become visual, it's like more colorful and more like everything is like flow. Like, everything has like movement, even though it's like not moving. Like, it, like, for instance, like, I remember I had like I'm saying like a lot, and some of you fucking hate it. Sorry, shade. So in my old place when I live in Oakland, we had like pampas grass, and it was just sitting like those pampas grass, like those dry
tall grass, pampas.
Like, you know, like
that was like a possum, pampas grass.
I've never heard DIY bitches know. It's it's like that dry plant. It's real, but it's like God.
It's okay. You don't need to show me. I can't see.
I want to. Okay, well, for those who are on YouTube, I'll put a picture right here. Pampas grass.
Pampas grass. Pamplemousse. It sounds like pamplemousse.
It's
like
not.
LaCroix. What? LaCroix. LaCrux. You know? They have pamplemousse flavor. I don't know what pamplemousse is.
What is pamplemousse? Anyways, but that was like, it was just very still, and it had like really beautiful like movement.
Okay.
And everything, like I said, is like has a heartbeat, including the walls.
Yeah.
But yours is like everything is like small, big, large.
I don't know.
Scale was off.
It's so fun. But it's so weird because you're right. I don't know if everyone, like, maybe different brains react to it differently. For sure. But mine's always like, I'm in a fun house. Well, that's not true, because I think that's very typical, right? For other people, I've heard like fun house.
I mean, fun house can mean like different things. Like, mine was a fun house because it was like colorful and everything was like moving and had like, you know, some, I don't know, a heartbeat.
We have our own fun house.
We all have our own like, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
You know
Wait, so that
you like to.
Jordan and I like he was scared. And then I was like, okay, well, now I'm really high and I used to be the sober one. So now maybe we need to call for help because now we're just here by ourselves. So we tried to contact his friend who was coming to WeHo. And I like called her. I was like, hi, I'm fucked up now. I was sober a little bit ago, but now like it's beyond. We need your help. Like, please come find us. I don't know what to do. And so we were just waiting in a corner for her, and she never came. We were just waiting. We were just waiting in a corner, and then Dorian got so paranoid. Like he was so paranoid to be like, I wanted to use his phone to like text her again. He was like, no, use yours. I was like, I don't have her number. And like I couldn't tell how long we were having this conversation, but I felt like I noticed other people looking, which might just be paranoia, but I was like, I think we're yelling at each other and I can't tell.
Right.
But I think we're yelling, so we probably look crazy, so we just need to calm down.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, okay, we just need to hide in the corner.
And you probably look scared doing it, so it's probably
well, the weird thing is when I watched the podcast, I was like, everything looks different to me, but nothing looks different to other people. Like, I was talking to you normal. I was talking to you in normal volume, but to me, I was like, I must be yelling.
You were yelling.
Oh, I was.
You were really, the day of the podcast.
Was I yelling?
Are you killing? We were so loud.
Oh, okay.
But it's fine. We were because we were laughing.
So then I was
but
probably...
you weren't like talking loud. I mean, when you were like trying to tell the story, you were calm.
Oh, okay.
I'm not calm, but like...
Well, never calm.
Never calm.
Not even sober.
Never,
okay.
Yeah.
Look at my... So, let's start at the beginning. I'm just kidding. No.
So I took two.
Okay, good. So I was in the parking lot. No. Okay, so we were in the corner and we were maybe fighting. I was confused because I was like, "Why are you so paranoid? Like, please give me the phone." Yeah. And then I think I was just like, "Okay, we need to calm down." And then Janice and
we said Janice and Ian.
What's the
but
name?
You guys,
Janice.
And I was waiting for someone to call us out. It's Janice, Ian, and Damien.
Yeah.
But we said, Janice and Ian.
Yeah, they just agreed with me.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember their names.
But then I like was editing back. I'm like, no, it's Janice, Ian, and Damien. But no one caught it. But I was waiting for someone to call.
You guys were wrong.
Yeah,
not true.
Yeah. Not real. Mean girls say it's up there. Y'all are fraud. Fake.
So fake.
So fake.
Okay. Wait.
So fake.
Okay, so we found Janice and Damien.
Yes.
Not really. It was Halloween, so they were dressed up as Janice and Damien. So I noticed this man leaving a club that was right in front of us, and he had a sign like, "You don't even go here," and he had a hoodie on. And I was like, "Oh my God, I know you. I know what you are." He was like laughing. He was like, "Oh yeah." And then his friend was right next to him.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Who am I?" And then I already told you it was Janice, but like it's literally not, you cannot tell without the duo. Like if he was not there, she would be wearing something random.
God.
Yeah. So it didn't compute. It had to be together. Anyway, I met them. And then I was like, I'm really high on shrooms. Like, my boyfriend and I are high. Like, do you want to babysit us? Like, do you like us? I can't tell. And they were like, oh my God, you guys are so fun. Yeah, come with us. And I was like, okay, good. You promise you don't think you're babysitting us? And they're like, no. And then they had this whole group of friends.
And they ditched you.
Okay, yeah. So they had this whole group of friends. So we all started walking together, this whole group of friends. I met this one girl. She was in a Clover's outfit from like Bring It On.
Bring It On.
She's only seen the movie one time, which I thought was hilarious.
She's probably Gen Z, huh?
No, she was my age, 35. Yeah, she's only seen it one time. I think I've only seen it twice. So I mean,
you're not 35.
I'm not 35. She was 35.
She's my age, 35.
I'm 25. I'm just kidding. No, sorry. But anyway. You want me to keep going? Yeah. I'm talking so much.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. So anyway, we started following.
The parking lot.
Well, we went back to the parking lot. I was just kidding. No.
We'll get through this story.
I'm going to make it this time.
You're going to make it.
Okay. So we met them. They were so fun. I was walking with the Clovers girl and Dorian. We were asking questions. There was this one question in particular where she was like, oh, how old are you guys, I think? And then I answered, and then I couldn't hear Dorian's answer. And I was like, how old are you, bitch? And then she laughed so loud because she was like, oh my God, now you're calling him a bitch. And I was like, it's kind of funny. And then So she was like having fun with us. We were starting to talk about zodiac signs. I was like, she's a fun girl. And then we almost went into this club, and then all of a sudden she's like, my wallet. I can't find my wallet. The story gets crazy stuff. It gets crazy. So she's like, I can't find my wallet. I was like, oh no. Like, this is WeHo. Where was your wallet? She's like, in my little backpack on her back. And I was like, this is West Hollywood. People steal things. You cannot have things in your backpack. Like, it needs to be up here. What are you doing?
Right.
So she was like, oh my God, my wallet. And I was like, okay.
It's too stressful when you're on Shroom.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, an adventure. And so then her friends were like, she was telling her friends at the door, like, no, just like go in, I'll come back, I'll meet you. And then she was telling me and Dory, she was like, no, like, don't even worry, I have to go back. She was almost crying. She was very upset about losing her wallet. And it was like, no, we're not going to leave you. You can't leave your friends here and go by yourself. This is West Hollywood. I was very concerned for her for some reason. Yeah. And she was like, no, it's okay. And then I told Dorian, I was like, no matter what she says, we're going to follow her and make sure she's okay. And so then she started walking, and she was on a mission. I swear she was trying to lose us, but I think she was just really concerned about her wallet. But she was like walking so fast, and Dorian and I are like, I'm still in a fun house. So I'm just like, oh my goodness, like, keep up with her. Like, we're going to get her. And then she goes to the security guard at the club that we found them at. And then the guy is talking to her, and I guess he's like, I saw you drop your wallet. I saw you. I tried to wave you down. And she was like, oh my gosh, really? She's like, yeah, you're lucky I saw it. Like, I put it at the lost and found, I think. She's like, oh my God, can I get in there and go get it? So anyway, I spoiled the story, but she found the wallet and she got back. But we're like, this never happens when you go out in West Hollywood. Congratulations. Aww. So she was so happy we went with her to make sure she was okay.
Yeah.
And then we walked her back to the other club. But then her friends had left. They had left her, so they left us. She was left with us. And then we found another one of her friends that got left by the other group. And then they were like, where did you guys...
leaving each other?
I know. And they were like, where did you guys go? We finally texted them. They were like, Barney's. Do you know what that is? Barney's Beanery or something?
Yeah.
It's so fucking far.
I was going to say, it's not like in the middle. They literally left to go.
So we were near the Abbey.
Another location.
She gave them permission to be like, oh, just go to a different club if you want. But I was like, I don't think she gave you permission to walk.
Literally leave.
Miles away. So the night
town
became like a mission. We were like, we have to get Miss Clover there safely. So we have to take her. And with the friend. And then the other friend was on shrooms too, and he ended up being straight, I guess. And so I couldn't tell. And then he was like, hey, can you guard me or something? Like, so many people are hitting on me. And I was like, oh, I thought you were gay. That seems like that would happen. And then he was like, oh, no, dude, I'm straight. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm definitely not trying to hit on you because I'm feeling super asexual. So it's just like, it's fine. Like,
you're like, I don't even get horny.
I was like, we're fine. Like, I'm your friend. I'm not hitting on you. But it was like, so then we ended up going on this adventure with the two of them. And it was so fun.
Did you actually tell that you were feeling asexual?
Oh, I think we just made a joke out of like, I'm not hitting on you. Like, you can calm down. Like, but everyone, I could see why everyone else was sitting on that.
Hot?
He was very objectively attractive, and he had a really cool voice. And I kept telling him, I was like, you should do stand-up or voiceover work. Your voice is so cool. He kind of like sounded like this. Oh my God, this is kind of a good impression. He's kind of like this. He's like, he's like, brah. It's kind of like that.
Oh, so he's probably hot.
It's like, yeah. But the voice was like,
he spoke
raspy. Well, I was like telling him, I was like, I'm on shrooms. And he was like, oh, I'm on shrooms and I'm on coke and like I'm on this. And I was like, and you're fine? Like, he was acting like a lot more fine than me. So then I was like, wow. But he was very fun. And then we walked all the way to the stupid Barney's Beanery.
You definitely did not were able to tell this story.
Oh, we walked all the way to the stupid Barney's Beanery. I'm trying to like expedite the story now because there's more things in between. But so she was dressed up as the Clover, right? So then I was telling her, I was like, isn't that the movie where the main girl falls in love with her stepbrother? And she was like, oh yeah, I think so. And I was like, ew, what a weird movie. And I was like, that's so strange. But then we passed someone later who was in Clueless outfits. And I was like, wait, isn't that the movie where the main character fell in love with the stepbrother? And then, then we realized like it's only one of them. I think it's only Clueless. But I like convinced her and myself that it was also Bring It On. And we were just laughing because we were like, what are all these weird 90s movies falling in love with stepbrothers?
Oh no, it wasn't the stepbrother. It was her friend's brother.
I can't remember, but
yes, but they did sleep. They shed a sleep over there. That infamous like brushing their teeth scene.
Yes,
but that was her stepbrother. But Clueless Nicholas is the one that we're
The
just stepbrother.
like Paul Rudd, right?
Yeah.
So random.
If Paul Rudd was my stepbrother, I'd fall in love with him too.
I mean, technically, there's nothing wrong. You're not related, but it's like
divorced.
Okay, so it's so weird. I need to see that again as an adult. I'm pretty sure there were things that went.
But I mean, too, maybe if they were like, okay, I feel like it'd only be weird if like you grew up together, like you guys were both like,
yeah, but they came later.
They came later, so they already like, and obviously it didn't seem like the marriage lasted. So
like, I'm not going to judge anyone's life choices, but
there's way more controversial shit from the 90s movies than that. So
actually, isn't that like from Is Clueless based on a Shakespeare something?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's,
so that's
what
why.
is it?
Hamlet. Just kidding, no.
Hamlet.
Beth.
Is it Beth? Something, I feel like it's a Beth.
Isabeth. Isabeth is funny.
Elizabeth?
No, I don't think so. Is it Macbeth? I don't know anything. Anyway, it made me laugh.
Comment below.
It made me laugh because I convinced her basically that Bring It On was a movie that fell in love with a stepbrother.
I was convinced for a second too, even though I've seen it 1,000 million times.
And she believed me. And then later I laughed at how hard, like, how did I trick her into thinking that? Because I wasn't even certain. I was like, how did this happen? And then we both like died laughing. And then we found their friends at the Barney's Beanery finally. And I saw Janice and Ian again. I was like, my friends. Oh, wait. Saw Janice and Damien again. Yeah. I was like, my friends. And then we sat down. They did not give a fuck about us. They did not care to see us again. They literally could not care less. So I was like, oh my God, to think that this whole adventure started because they thought they were like fun and they wanted to adopt us. They like, the second we saw, they were like, hey. And I was like, oh, I've traveled miles to see you and save your friends. And you could care less. They asked me to record a boomerang for them. They were like, can you record this? And I was like,
don't even want you in it.
Don't even want me. I was just like, do you know what I've been through this evening?
You literally really committed yourself to like helping their friend and then like going to see them to continue the night to hang out with them.
Oh, I forgot to tell you this part. It was funny, but like you know the
Clover girl.
I loved her. She doesn't have an Instagram, so we got her phone number, but we haven't texted her yet. I loved her.
Yeah.
But I forgot to tell you we were past the religious people.
Yeah, those, because there was a bunch of religious protesters that were saying you
deserve to go to hell.
You like Homo sapiens, or I don't even know what they're calling.
Homosexuals. To say what we are. It's okay. Nothing's wrong.
They're just like, you bunch of homosexuals and lesbians.
Yeah.
You will burn in hell. And I was like, wow, this is very intense.
Well, in my mushroom stay, one of them had a sign that said, ask me why you deserve to go to hell. And I love to talk.
I know. I was going to say, I remember when we were passing by those protesters, your boyfriend had to stop you.
He wouldn't let me do it.
Because you were like, let me just talk to them. I could convince them. Like, I could, like, let me just pick their brows. And he's like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
I was so upset because if you have a question on a billboard that says, ask me why you deserve to go to hell, like, I want to ask you. And I kind of want to be like, why do you think that? I didn't really care about convincing him, but I kind of just wanted to be like, and why do you think that? I'm kind of nice. Like, we could be friends. Like, that's kind of the conversation that I wanted to have. But no, Dorian literally wouldn't let me. I even was like, fine, Dorian, you don't want to go together with me. But
you don't know what they're,
I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, if it got weird, I'd be like, okay, bye, girl. But like,
you get violent is what I'm nervous about. Yeah, you never know if people could be violent.
I'm pretty naive, so maybe I just assumed people wouldn't be violent.
Obviously, violent acts that happen.
It's true.
In situations like that, so.
It was probably naive of me, but I really wanted to. He didn't look like he was going to be able to hurt me, but like, I wanted to leave Dorian on the corner because I really wanted to go ask, and he didn't want to go with me, but he didn't want. He didn't want me to go, so I didn't.
No, yeah.
But anyway, that's pretty much the story.
Lovely story. Do you think it was better than our Shroom story, or do you think?
I mean, we could have a whole unpacking of that as well, but for another time. I just kidding. I'm talking so much.
No, people been wanting to know the story to like tell the story.
Like, I'd be so disappointed. No.
I know.
Well, what I
think
think
it's
is
funny.
I felt like scared because of our Shroom episode. I was like, this is entertaining even for me, and I'm a participant.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh no, every episode after this, like, what if it's like
You have to like
womp
reach-
womp?
Well, I mean, not everything is always gonna be a win, you know?
That is
Like,
beautiful.
It isn't. It's not all about like trying to get the winning episode. I think sometimes it's just like
It's lovely.
have a good one, but then you also like you want to have a contrast of like wins. You know what I mean?
Ooh, let's have a sad one. Just kidding. Oh,
Sorry.
bless your heart.
Okay, we could have a sad one. Do you want to cry?
No, I actually can't remember. I actually cried today. I'm such a liar.
Oh, why'd you cry?
I was so embarrassed. So, you know, when you start getting new followers on Instagram, you kind of like go through your feed and you're like, how embarrassing am I?
Yes.
So I was like going through like, what's on here? What are people going to see?
I know, because you guys, Nathan's been blowing up on Instagram.
You did this.
I didn't do it. It was you. I just like.
You're a witch. You're wizard, Henry.
To your wizard, Henry. Which I would love to be a witch. I was waiting to be a witch on my 16th birthday,
Oh my
and
God.
and I am.
I think maybe a little bit. But it was so
I know
weird.
Brian thinks I'm a witch. He's just like sometimes like you're just a little witchy.
You have a black cat.
I do have a black cat. She's right there.
You
But I
also-
just think that sometimes it's either like I could really. Sometimes my predictions are pretty spot on, but I also think I just have a good eye and a good sense of like someone who like has like star power.
Excuse me while I cry. Just kidding.
Like I just think that like you're so you're so funny and you're so talented.
I love you.
And I think that like get out of my system. I think so backstory, guys. Nathan has just started doing stand-up comedy, and you've been taking like a comedy class, and you did one show, guys.
I did one job.
One motherfucking show, and he put up clips on Instagram, and that shit's been blowing up. And I was like pushing. I was like, you need to put this on. I think your first clip I like made for you because I was like trying to get you to like, you need to put this on your Instagram because I just thought his like set was so funny. And for it being your first time, oh yeah, I mean,
Well,
you're a natural.
I should plug the class because the class is great. So if you're ever thinking about doing stand-up, it's so fun. It made me feel great about myself, and laughter is very healing too.
Yeah.
What's that
I
called?
feel like you've ever since you started that class, you've gained a lot of like confidence in yourself. It's the meds in the class.
It's the meds in the class. It's a duo.
think it's
Also,
working.
there are several things I've thought about this. It's
Aw.
giving you. It's giving Prozac. It's giving that class. It's
I
giving my
just-
boyfriend.
I just enabled your behavior. That's it.
Oh, and my friend Becca. You know Becca.
Of course.
Because she's the one that a year ago I wanted to make this video on like one of my favorite like kind of like disability rights activists, and she was like, oh Nathan, like people on TikTok make these little videos, you should do that because I used to write a lot because I was scared to talk.
Yeah.
It's all happened right in front of your eyes. But then she told me to make that video, so then I made a video. I was mortified because I was like, I don't want to make a video, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh bitch, you can't shut me up now.
I know.
It's kind of fun,
Right?
but I'm scared also to have fun. Do you ever feel that? Like if you're ever having too much of a good time, you're like,
Because you're so used to
feels
like
illegal.
the opposite of like you can't be who you are.
Yeah.
You've always been told that. So to now like to be embracing it, like no, like fucking you've been wanting to feel this for so long, you
I
know?
know it's so weird.
So like let it happen.
I know it's allowed. You're allowed to.
You're
like,
allowed to.
have fun and
of
like
course
yourself.
there's gonna be haters because
People.
yeah, I mean anyone who posts this on social there's just haters. They're
I opened myself to the public.
yes.
That was new to me.
Yeah. So but I think
I've opened
That's
myself
just-
to the public.
but the more haters you get, the more successful.
Well, sometimes I love to be snippy with them. If I think of
You were
something
so
clever.
good at the clapbacks. It's hilarious. Look at the comment section. His clapbacks are iconic.
Okay, but don't think I'm so witty or clever because I'm like, let me think about this for an hour or two. So it's just like
you like over.
it takes me a minute, okay?
Yeah.
No, but like it's more like I know kind of what I want to say, and then I'm like, oh my god, like an hour or two later, I'm like, I can put this together now.
And it's
Kinda
always
fun.
very perfectly curated
I
in
love it.
your responses. So,
But if it was like in person, I'm not sure I could be that quick.
I mean, just like that, they probably, if it was a person, they probably wouldn't be such a fucking asshole.
They wouldn't even say anything. mean to
Exactly,
me.
'cause
oh my
then
god,
there's more
everyone's been calling me
courage.
Ozempic queen.
Jealous.
I'm like, what?
Maybe calling you Ozempic.
Yeah, they also
I
keep
want to
commenting
go on
on my
Ozempic,
big, my
actually.
big shirt. You told me that. I don't think you need to. You told me you wanted to go on this other one. It's so hot. What other one?
Ozempic.
No, you said a different one. Well, is it okay to take that?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, it is.
Someone has died. Well, I mean, people can die doing everything. But people...
People are going to die. That's not just... Yeah, inevitable, but like, what did she say? When I saw
So not
Jens during the
okay.
COVID, she's like, yeah, when Coachella, they could shut down Coachella.
That was not okay for
She's like,
her.
yeah,
It's okay.
people are going to die.
Oh.
She was-
And the word is like inevitable, right? She was
Right,
it's
she's like,
inevitable.
yeah, I mean, it's going to happen, but it's like inevitable? Oh my God. That's so embarrassing.
It's very bad.
That's very embarrassing for her.
It's okay, girl. You can come back from it. Let's not remind the public. Just kidding. Hey, everyone. Remember this? Okay,
That's okay. It's okay.
What was he?
He called you
Ozempic.
Ozempic queen.
They called me someone. Do you know who this is? Someone said, kind of reminds me of, I can't remember exactly what they said, but kind of looks like William Dafoe. Do you know who William Dafoe is? Look it up. Look it up.
It's William Dafoe.
Look it up.
Where's my phone?
Does anyone know who this person is? Because in my head,
I'll put a picture right here.
in my head, I was like, I'm prepared for anyone to say something mean to me because I say so much mean stuff to myself in my head. No one's gonna be mean to me. William Dafoe.
No, you don't. Stop.
Someone said this.
Stop.
Hey.
No.
Hey. So first of all, not okay with me. I was like,
Throw up.
I was like,
What?
I was prepared for lots of like homophobic comments and like mean things, and I was like, oh, all right. Where did this come from? And then, even worse stuff, when I looked at the picture, I felt like I understood a little bit. My face shape maybe, and my cheeks, maybe my chin, something.
But like,
It was very humbling. And not like he's ugly at all. He's a handsome older gentleman. I just am not an older
you're
gentleman.
not. Maybe if you be William Dafoe's son.
Sure.
I don't know why they made me.
And
They
he's
gave me heartburn.
He's a very
my
talented
tongue.
person. I'm not saying anything, but like, I am getting Botox in my face on purpose. There are no wrinkles.
Oh my God. No, I'm
coming.
crying. And I like got heartburn.
Hard boy. It's
Oh,
like, oh,
boy.
hard boy.
I really do need my Tums.
Oh, go get it.
Yeah, can you go out ask Brian? Wait.
You want me to go out and ask your boyfriend?
I can't. I like literally got heartburn.
I can't.
I feel like I might throw up. I can't have like spicy food at night. Or laugh for a good time at night. Can't believe they call you William Dafoe.
Yeah.
I like kind of see it,
I know, Steph. I did too. When
but like
someone
you don't
mentioned
look
it.
like you look like in a like an offspring,
Sure.
like related.
I mean, I almost don't even want to. People shouldn't know that someone said this because I could have just hidden it. I could have deleted the comment. But I said, first of all,
It's okay. I want Snooki.
no. I mean, I think just because you have full of pizzazz and you're fun.
No, it's because I'm short and thick, and I'm dark, and I have like darker features like her.
Okay. Well, I
Because I'm like short like her.
yeah.
Because I usually get that comment in person, that I do. Then
And how does it make you feel?
I've actually been getting this comment since like 2009 when it was like a thing, when Snooki was a thing.
Yeah.
People would always tell us, especially when I had my black hair.
Yes. Okay. In that era, I feel
Right.
like yeah.
And I also have gotten
And we also used to love watching that show.
Yeah, love Jersey Shore. I also got
Kept the year.
what?
Kept the year.
Yeah. I also used to get, when I was more blonde with my highlights, Ally Brooke from Fifth Harmony. I've had so many people tell me that, especially when I'm walking around West Hollywood. Like, oh my God, you look like Ally Brooke from Fifth Harmony.
I could see that.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
That I could see a little bit more than Snooki.
Pretty features.
Yeah. So her and Dinah Jane did a collab Christmas song. What?
Recently? Today?
I mean, recently.
Today?
Recently.
I must see it. I'm a fan.
Should
I didn't know that.
listen.
One of those girlies. Oh, did we already talk about this? I think we did. One of the Fifth Harmony girlies had like a presidential candidate that I love so much on her line.
Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love.
And I loved that.
I DM'd Lauren to come on the pod, but she never responded.
Oh my goodness. Try it again. Wait. KK.
Oh yeah, the Love Island people. I don't know if they haven't hit me back up, but I mean, I just responded to Keenan's DM and he responded back, but we haven't like selected a date. Even this other guy from Love Is Blind. So.
Oh yeah. I didn't watch that show, but you were like, do you know this? And I was like, no. But KK. Soul Ties is crazy.
So yeah, since this is the first, no.
Oh wait,
it's 2023 right now, but by the time this is out, it's 2024.
We're in the future, everyone. Happy New Year to
Happy New
us.
Year.
What are our resolutions? Actually, I don't like to do that. Do you like resolutions?
I love doing resolutions.
Sometimes there's a lot of buildup, and then like if they don't get done, I'm sad.
Well, you have to kind of like be realistic, but also look at it differently. I think like you shouldn't like beat yourself up for it. I think it's always good to like, and not even just for like every new year. I think like even just like every few months, like reset your goals, you know, and just be like, okay, like what do I want to do for myself this year? What do I want to do for myself in this next couple months? Like,
that seems better.
You know,
almost. Like month goals.
Yeah, like and it's always just feels good when you have like a refresh, especially in the new year. So I love a New Year's resolution, bitch.
Do you have one?
I always have a bunch.
Are you gonna share any, or is it a secret?
Yeah, well, no, it's not a secret. I think the first one is, and it's always something I'm like always kind of trying to work on, but it's like my health.
Okay.
So definitely like my health. Sorry, to like lose weight and to be happy with my body, but also to like mentally be happy with my body, if that makes sense. Like my body dysmorphia. I just want to, being in our 30s now, I feel like health.
That's me. Go.
Yeah. I like want to be on top of like my health and making sure that I am making the right decisions on what I eat and what I put into my body, and also like being active. So all around that. But also like I think my mental health about it too, because I, body dysmorphia since fucking out of this motherfucking womb and shit. I feel like even at my smallest, I was still so like didn't feel like I was enough, Even when I was like a little girl and I was a skinny, tiny little girl. Like I was so small and like bony, as my family would say, and I like hated being skinny. I was like, oh, I want to be like fat. Like I want to have fat on me. And then, bitch, now I'm fat and I'm like, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, I'll never be happy, but just learning to just be like okay with where I'm at and like loving myself and appreciating my body and appreciate for like just even the little things like walking down the street, and being able to do my own makeup and to, I don't know, just all the little things,
Yeah.
Because,
appreciating bodies is
really
a good goal. Because, it's so annoying when it's like, because to be nitpicky about like something that's just like, this is just a vehicle to life.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I just need this to get from point A to point B sometimes. I hate when I scrutinize my...
Yeah, and just appreciate for just getting you to point A to point B. Like, we should be able to do that, and to not just like be so, like, I'm so mean to myself. Like, it's ridiculous how mean to myself. Like, maybe I don't say it out loud as, like, you know, but Brian, like, hears it. He gets, like, devastated. He's just like, you're just like, he's like, you're so mean. And I'm like, fuck, I am. Like, I am. And I'm not mean to anybody else or anything, but I'm so mean to myself. So I just want to work on that.
I love that. Yeah, no more being mean.
And I remember like one time I saw a photo of myself and I was just naming all the things I hated. And he was like, how about instead of just naming all the things you hate, just name all the things you like about the photo. Like, fuck what you hate. Look at what you like, you know?
I'm almost wondering if there's like, what is it? I feel like they do this in like cognitive behavioral therapy or something. Maybe I'm a liar. But it's like having more neutrality on things.
Yes.
Like, because like sometimes you like, if it goes from like, well, like for former speaking voice, I used to like hate it. And then I used to convince myself like, oh, I need to love my speaking voice. And then he was like, well, maybe you're never going to love your speaking voice, but like, can you at least just like acknowledge that it's just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, and then I was like, oh, maybe that's a lot easier.
Yeah. I
like,
think I've been, sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no. Oh my God, no. Oh my God, keep going. Sorry. I'm a hot girl. I'm kind of sweaty, but it's okay.
Are you? Why is it? It's because of lights.
It's like bright, but it's okay. I could do it.
You do.
But do I look sweaty?
I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Not that sweaty.
Shameless. Disgusting.
What was I saying? Oh,
neutrality.
Neutrality. Yeah. I mean, I kind of like been
neutral. Wait, that's that like, what's that? That's a shampoo. Neutral.
Probably.
Right.
Nutrafol, right there. That's those vitamins for hair vitamins. Anyways.
Neutrogena. Sorry. I had to remember.
Neutral.
Okay.
I've been just kind of been accepting that, like, as a woman, especially, that our bodies are just meant to change.
Oh yeah.
Like, especially when we have kids, especially when it comes with age, you know, like it's just something that's just really inevitable. And genetics is such a huge thing. Like, there are just people who are just naturally built to be smaller. There's people who are naturally built to like have some extra weight on them, you know. And I think I'm just meant to have like that kind of fluctual weight type of body.
So I feel so sad because it's like I don't perceive. It's so annoying because that's such a societal issue. It's such a it's like so. I'm annoyed with myself for saying that. But there's that. It's just like, yeah, some people are just like for example, I've always been skinny. It's always been something I've actually been insecure about because within the gay community, that's like.
And I think just being a guy, too, guys don't like to be, you know.
So people get annoyed when I'm like, well, I have body dysmorphia because they're like, why, you're skinny? I'm like, yeah, it's so weird though because it's
skinny.
It's kind of the opposite.
It could be, yeah.
But I just hate that there's like idealized forms of body in general, like that, like only one of these is like superior or better than another. Like me being bigger as a man would be like better than being skinny, and you being what, thinner as the woman would be quote unquote better than like
more desirable as a woman.
It's just so unfortunate because like it's true that I feel like some people's body types are just like what they are naturally, and it's almost like such a forceful act to like make it be something that is like not that I'm saying you couldn't do whatever you want to like work on your health in whatever capacity, and maybe weight loss happens because of that, but I don't think it's necessary. I think you're beautiful all the time.
Aww.
I love you. And
I love you too. And I think you're beautiful all the time. And when you get insecure about being like thin and stuff, I'm just like, to me, I see like a healthy like man.
I see a healthy lady.
Aww.
It's really hard to see right now.
It's really hard. I know. I can tell you're really squinting and trying.
But you're like,
maybe it's better you don't see me. Just kidding. You're like, I see a healthy lady.
You look like a really healthy lady. It looks so
you don't
blurry.
even see. Oh, you can't even see.
You look like a really healthy lady right now.
Really?
No.
But I'd rather you squint to
I've seen you. I see you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
You're a beautiful lady.
You're a beautiful man.
Oh my God. We're gonna make out?
Yeah.
You're really far away. You're so far away.
We've never made out, right? No.
I don't think so. I've made out with some friends that were girls. They're really good kissers. girls are a lot more
sensual.
Yes, they
Except I've never made out with a girl.
You've never? Were you serious? I've made out with a girl.
I know. Oh my God, really? You made out with a girl and I haven't?
Several girls, several. They're such nice kissers.
Oh, who did you make out with from our friends?
Our friends? I
Yeah.
don't think any of them. I wanted to make out with. Well, you're gonna bleep this name out. I wanted to make out with someone,
Who?
and I tried to convince her to let me make out with her. No, saying names.
What?
Yeah, I was really drunk at a party, and I was like, "I'm a good kisser. You should kiss me." Like,
Wait, I think I kind of remember that.
yeah, and she always brings it up like when we see each other. She's like, "Remember that time you like were trying to get me to make out with you?"
But you like want to make out with everyone.
I love to make out.
Yeah,
It's the best
you'll
time.
make out with anything.
I really would. It takes a
It
lot.
really doesn't matter. Like,
Well, there was one time. Oh, there was 2 times. I just talked about this recently. I made out with someone at a club and I felt bumps in his underlip. And I was like, I was like, oh my God, I have to go. Well, because, it's like not bad if that was something, if someone has herpes or something, that's like a lot of people have herpes. It's like no shame.
It's like just.
But
fine.
I was unprepared to feel something, so I felt scared, and I was
And also,
like,
they should have like warned you.
but then I'm even biting my lip right now, and I'm like, maybe it's making it bumpy, so maybe he just bit his lip. But anyway, I was like, not the bumps.
No, I mean to feel bumps, that must have been real fucking.
I was
bumps.
like, what's that? And I'm like, I had to go. And then another guy I made out with once. He kept biting my chin. Biting my literal chin.
Why chin?
Several times, so it wasn't a mistake. Like, we were making out, and I was thinking, like, okay, the making out's kind of nice. And then he kept my chin. Several times. So it wasn't an accident, which I thought, like, oh, it's fine.
Maybe
so I'm
that's
like,
a
he's into
chin
it.
Finish?
I've never heard this. And
I mean,
if he is,
people be
it's totally
into-
fine.
Yeah, no.
Have you ever heard of this, though?
No.
I've never heard of anyone doing that.
No. That is weird.
Chin. Like,
Maybe you just a bite with your
biting
chin.
my chin.
And also, like, you have a beard.
At the time, I think it wasn't. I was really young.
Who is this?
Okay, it was actually not really young. That sounds crazy, but it was my first Tinder date, actually.
Oh my God, you're such a
My
slut.
very first one.
Wow.
I know.
Your
And
chin.
I was like, oh my God, I'm making out with a boy from a Tinder date. And I hadn't made out with a lot of people at that point.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is weird. Do people do this?
Chin.
And now that I'm older and wiser and have made out with so many, I'm just kidding. I realized it was an interesting choice.
That is an interesting choice.
I wonder if he
That's
still
never
does
happened
it.
to me before.
I've never had anyone tell me this.
I don't think that's. Comment below if you are a chin biter or if you had your chin bitten. Let me know. Like, is this like a thing that maybe we're missing out on? I know people love to bite. Like, that's a thing. So maybe they were just like,
Yeah.
it was
But
just
I've heard like a,
the ear,
nipple, like
maybe
a
the neck,
what else?
chin.
What else do people bite on? Oh, a nipple. But our
nipple.
shirts weren't off.
Huh. Yeah, comment below. Let us know. That is very
You just
weird.
reminded me of Wendy Williams for some reason. Yeah, all right, comment below. So
I
for
am
some
Wendy
reason,
Williams.
That segue made me laugh.
I remember one time I was hooking up with White Nick, this one white guy that I dated for a minute. Did I ever?
I don't remember.
It was brief.
In the dungeon?
Yes.
Okay, maybe.
It's very brief. And we
think
were
you liked
having
him.
sex. What?
You liked him. A little bit.
I did. I liked him. But I also was at a point where I just liked anyone that liked me.
I think
You
this
know,
is what
I
we
don't think I
meant.
actually really liked him. I just think that I liked that he liked me. And it's true because at first when we met, like years prior, like we also like hooked up a few years prior. And I was just drunk and that's why I did it. And he was very flirty with me, but you'd always tell me like, oh, we just had this like connection or whatever. And
Oh my God.
I didn't feel it. I just was like, I knew I liked him just because he liked me because I didn't really think I liked anything about him. But that he liked
I've
me
had
and that he was older.
I've had that.
Yeah. But anyway, I remember we were having sex and he would do this every time we had sex.
Oh.
And he would like, I know this is not like abnormal, but he would always put his like thumb in my mouth. And when people do this, and I know this is kind of a common thing, I don't know what you're supposed to do. And so I didn't know what I was supposed to do. So I would just bite on it. And I remember him just being like, because he would like while
like
we're
try
like
to take it out
while
while you're
he's
fighting.
like fucking me, whatever, he's like putting his thumb. I'm like, okay, well I was biting it because I don't know what the fuck to do. And I remember him being like trying to like take it out, like,
Oh my goodness.
and I realized later I don't think I'm supposed to do that.
No, I feel like
You're
it's
supposed
more
to
like
suck in it. Yeah. But I was.
But it's such a baby thing to do, but I've done it too. But it's such like a, like, what do you want? Like a pacifier? It's so
Yeah,
weird,
I think he just
actually.
wants me to like lick on it and suck on it or something. You know,
That's
'cause
really-
I guess I could see how that could be hot, but in that moment, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? You know?
So, and I shouldn't joke that I'm in my asexual era because there are actually asexual people, so I don't want to minimize that. But I mean, like in my era where I'm like not feeling very sexually aroused, I'm finding sex so silly and funny. I just like
Really?
find that whole performance of it to be
It is a very
hysterical.
silly thing, but don't get too caught up on that because what if you're creating shame?
So true.
Well, I'm gonna cry now. I'm just kidding. Oh my god, what the fuck?
It's like phlegm. You're right. Well, I don't really have shame because I feel like it's so fine to be sexual. I just think
Yeah.
there's a lot of it that I'm like, when can we take a break and laugh? Because some of this is a little
Some of
funny.
it is, yeah, that's true. That's true. Some of it is just kind of like,
I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, some of it's too much. I'm
like what? What do you feel like is too
I
much
don't
right
know.
now?
I don't know. Like a comedy friend of mine, he has this funny joke. He I shouldn't steal it or anything, but he basically is like dirty talk is so funny, you know, because
Yeah.
they always want to say the same thing, you know, like, oh, like it's so big, you know, like, oh, like yum, I love it, like all these things, like, do you like that, like these questions, like,
Yeah.
and it's like so repetitive. It's like,
You
yeah.
just say the like repetitive. What are some like dirty talk that you do?
Oh God, it's like it's just so by the book, you know. Sometimes it's like,
What's by the book?
girl, don't make you're embarrassing me. Well, sometimes it's like, girl, okay. So I was like, everyone's a good boy, you know.
Oh, okay. Because no, everyone. Here's the thing.
That's kinda
Everyone
hot.
talks dirty talk differently depending on what you're into.
Okay.
'Cause I don't ever say good boy.
Well, the gays,
That's what I'm saying.
are
That's
good
why it's gonna
boys.
be. I don't know what it's like to be a gay and have gay sex.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't call you a good boy, but they call you a good lady.
You're the good lady.
You are such a good lady.
Oh no, I hate this. I hate this.
I mean, if I was into like praise,
So actually,
I mean, I'm not
Okay,
into.
sure.
I don't know. I'm not really. It's a spectrum, I guess. I kind of like praise in a different way, but I like more degradation.
yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, no, like treat me like shit.
Treatment like a slut. Sorry, isn't that
Yeah.
a Kim Petras song?
Maybe I don't
think
know what's
so.
like
I
in
kinda like
Patrick's,
it.
but like I do love being like a slut and just like I want him to treat me like a fucking like a whore. I call him like daddy in bed.
Yeah. Those are fun.
Like
Those are fun.
you do you say daddy too?
These are fun. Yeah, and vice versa. We switch, you know?
Yeah. Oh, they call you daddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
I
is
know.
this so
It's so weird because I just feel like I'm such a like a puss in real life. Like I just
Nothing wrong with puss.
no, I love a puss. But I feel like I actually don't love a puss, but I you know, I think
But girl power, you like
girl power, I love girls, but I don't think, you know, I'm kind of just like everything's silly. But then, yeah, once sex gets started, yeah, like I can get into it. But then there are times where I'm like, this is hilarious. Like we need to stop and laugh. And it's
Really?
not shame. It's just, well, there probably is still shame, but I mean, it's more like
what makes it funny?
the fact that we just are like, oh yeah, I'm so hot. Like it makes me embarrassed because sometimes I'm like, I think I'm so hot. Like I don't ever like,
Well, when you're like in
no, like, no.
No, I know
Keep
what you
going.
mean. Because in the moment it's like sexy and it's hot, but then afterwards you're just like, what did I just
You,
say?
yes, yeah.
to?
Well,
Right.
Well, because I've even thought like, oh my God, if we filmed this,
That's why I never want to
mortifying.
watch myself
I
have
would
sex because,
be so
or even
embarrassed.
hear myself have sex because I'm just like,
It would make me not want to have sex ever again if I saw a
Yeah.
video of me doing it. Are you kidding?
you don't have a video of you just like
No.
penetrating an asshole.
No. I don't even know the last time I did that.
What was the last time you fucked a butt?
So long ago.
Okay.
I'm in my not very sexually aroused era. We're gonna go to therapy about it.
Yeah. 2024.
2024. It's very nice to have a boyfriend who's like willing to
Yeah.
go to therapy though.
I love that.
So we're gonna go.
Yeah. Me and my boyfriend are working on it too. We're kind of going through the same thing, except I had sex the other day or yesterday.
Oh my god, it's so good for you.
Yeah, like it's picking up a little bit, but
We-
not to his standard of him wanting. He could have sex like every other day or every day.
My boyfriend too, I think. And I'm just like, babe,
I don't think I have that kind of sex.
I'm not even
drive.
thinking about it. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm not even thinking
At
about it.
least you're on meds. I'm not. I'm just out here vibing.
Well, this is kind of gross. I don't care. We're hooking up. We did hook up the other day, and then I came, and he was like, "That was so much," and it kind of made me laugh because I was like, "Well, yeah, nothing's been coming out. Like I have not."
Oh, so you guys hooked up the other day?
Yeah, but I was like,
What was the last time you came before that?
I literally don't remember.
Oh wow, so it's like built up cum.
Yeah, and I'm
Oh my
like,
God, so you were probably like a shooter. I get so scared when my boyfriend's a shooter.
I was just like, oh, okay.
Scary.
I'm just
So
so
much
unenthused by it. Like,
Where did you come? Did you
even
come on
people
him?
were like, oh, my boyfriend doesn't know this yet, but people were like DMing me, like I think like hitting on me, and I don't care because I'm in a relationship and I don't need that. But I was just like, so weird. Someone mentioned they had a nice dick, and I was like, this is irrelevant.
Oh, they've been hitting on you?
A little bit, not
I
so
love
much,
But just a few.
a few, and
Yeah.
it just is like irrelevant information.
Yeah.
I hate when people think a dick size is gonna really like.
Ooh, yeah, you got a big cock.
I'm just like,
You got a
okay,
big cock.
I don't care really.
I want it.
I love a butt.
You love a butt.
Anyone that has a nice butt, I like a butt.
I love my boyfriend.
Oh, I love my boyfriend.
We're so romantic.
I know.
Should we read an email and give advice to somebody?
Sure. Yes, everyone should listen to my advice.
I mean, we're an hour in, but I feel like I'm trying to be
Wow.
better at reading at least one email per episode.
I think that's a really nice resolution.
Good resolution.
New year, new you.
I mean, this year I definitely want to step up on
My
the
puss.
show.
Sorry.
That too. And, make sure every episode at least one email is read. Sorry. Homeboy came up on my...
Beautiful. I love him.
What's his name again?
William Dafoe.
William Dafoe.
What the hell is? I never noticed that.
I don't know.
It's kind of interesting.
I don't know. But, yeah, so let's read an email.
Okay.
And...
How do you think this episode went? Scale of 1 to 10.
Great.
I'm so
How about
happy.
you guys comment below scale
Uh-oh.
1 to 10?
No, I don't want to know what they think. Just kidding. Please
I
don't be
think it's
mean.
Great. I actually don't remember what we talked about.
Me neither.
It usually happens. I black out towards the end.
Oh, speaking of blacking out, I blacked out on that stage when you came to my show. I just completely have no idea what happened. People were like, oh, you did such a good job. And I was like, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I know, but it's just funny because
I
I
know what you
literally am
mean.
like, I have no idea what happened.
I know what you mean. That's how I feel sometimes when I do a live show or even just do an episode. Sometimes you're just so in it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I don't know. And then I have to edit. And that's when I have to relive. Oh yeah, that thing was said.
Yeah.
Whew,
Stephanie.
kind of gross.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah.
It was so hot. I look sweaty still? It doesn't
Well.
matter. Do I look sweaty?
No,
Okay.
you look dry. A dating single dad with ADHD. Hi, girl. Love you so much. Before anything, just want to say how much I love your pod, especially when you brought back the intervention thing. I think it was called. I 100% relate. Yes, it was called the intervention episode. I 100% related to it, and I got so emotional listening to it. But it made me feel like I wasn't alone, and I was looking through a breakup, and I was looking through a breakup of 2 years ago. Anyways, love you too. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Anyway, the reason I'm writing to you is because I was hoping if you can give me some advice on dating someone with ADHD.
Oh,
As you can see, and your boyfriend has ADHD.
my boyfriend has
You can relate to this.
Okay.
As you can see, my boyfriend, 27, Gemini, rising, moon, Aries. I love that everyone gives their chart. I know he doesn't.
I know nothing.
He knows nothing. Is a single dad of a toddler and has ADHD.
Oh.
I'm 26, soon to be 27 in March. Oof. This was sent a long time ago. Hope you're all still together. We've been dating for... I am behind on emails, okay? This is why I'm trying to catch up.
When did you get this?
What did she say?
2021. I'm so embarrassed. 2022.
January 17th, 2023.
So.
You were hearing this a year later. I'm so sorry.
Girl, what if you breaking his damn heart because they're not even together again?
It's okay. Someone else probably could relate to this.
Okay, fine.
Anyways, I'm so sorry. Again, me living in LA now, I'm going to try to catch up, Anyway, okay. I'm 26, soon to be 27. We have been dating for 5 months now. But like I said before, I went through a hard breakup back in 2020 with the guy I was with for about 8 to 9 years. Damn. Long story short, I started my hope phase, met my now boyfriend back in October 2021. And at the time, we were only friends with benefits since we both weren't looking for anything serious. Fast forward to summer 2022, we couldn't deny our feelings for each other anymore. And since we were already seeing each other for the last few months, we were both okay with just dropping everyone on our rosters and started officially dating. Mm-hmm. After deep conversations and a month, I met his daughter. Everything is great. Things are pretty serious, and we plan on moving in together within the year. Whoa. So hopefully they're
oh, okay. Yeah, maybe they're doing better.
It's fine. They're doing okay. Sorry, I love you. I've never known anyone or been close to someone with ADHD, so it was all new to me in the beginning. When we were just friends with benefits, there were many times where I thought he was ignoring me. I would be talking and he seemed distracted or straight up ignoring me by being on his phone. But to my surprise, he would bring up whatever I told him in that moment days later, and I'll be like, wait, you were actually listening? Well, it took me a while to finally believe that he wasn't ignoring me. And like you and Danny mentioned a few episodes ago, that you both kind of don't like movies. Same with my boyfriend. I mean, I love movies. I just be falling asleep. Because I just be tired. And also, I can't focus.
I'm done.
Do you remember we would always have movie nights at your place?
Oh, you'd always
fall asleep on the couch. Always.
My couch was comfortable.
It was very comfortable, but I remember you'd be upset with me. You're like, are you gonna watch it with me, or are you just gonna go to bed? But anyways, he just can't sit and watch a movie where I have to pause a movie or show every time I leave the room and have subtitles on. I can't miss anything. On top of all that, I'm a planner. My calendar is crazy color coded. If it's not in my calendar, then it's not happening. Sorry. Where my boyfriend is more of a last minute, going with the flow, take multiple detours instead of using the GPS type of guy. Where there has been times we get into little petty arguments because of our differences. We'll be in the car and I'll question why he's going to destination C first instead of A and B. Or when we do Target runs, we have to go our separate ways because I know that I'm looking for and go to where I need to go and maybe do some random shopping but remain in the main aisles while he roams randomly aimlessly around Target. That is me to the T. We decided this was the best so I don't end up being behind him annoyingly questioning his every turn. Yep. So I was hoping if you could give me advice on dating someone with ADHD. How can I understand him better? Sorry, didn't think it was going to be this long. Just want you to have all the information. Love you.
Oh my God.
Aw, she is from the suburbs of Chicago.
She?
She.
Why did I think this was a guy the whole time? Did you not say he was a guy?
No, her boyfriend.
Her boyfriend's a guy.
Her boyfriend's a guy. She?
Oh, funny. I was picturing a gay couple the whole time.
Maybe because you're picturing you and your relationship.
No, it's because I thought it was a guy. I don't know why I got confused at the beginning.
The guys listen to this episode, so I think I just assumed she was a girl.
I assumed it was a gay guy.
Because maybe you're used
but
to
then her name is maybe I'm used to gay. I'm just kidding. There was nothing offensive about that. I am gay.
Yeah, you are gay.
Yes. Okay, wait, hold on.
Okay.
I understand. The shopping is hilarious to me because I literally hate grocery shopping with Dorian. It is so
My boyfriend
fucking
hates grocery
annoying.
shopping with me too.
It's so annoying. I'm like, where did you go? What are you even doing in this aisle? You're not even getting anything. You're just looking at something.
It's all about the vibes.
Sometimes it's sometimes just you're not getting anything. So what are you doing here? But it's like fine. But I actually find it very cute, and we kind of like. There are times when it's cute, and then there are times where like we need to be gone. We needed to have left, or like I'm hungry, and I'm like, why are we
more
still
controlling
here?
of a situation? Like,
Yeah.
do you ever feel like you go to a grocery store and you have like more of a plan?
Sometimes I'm a little lost too, but yeah, I definitely know why I went to the grocery store. I don't just go to a grocery store.
Right.
I don't just walk in grocery stores. I like know what I only go to grocery stores when I need something. But I feel like.
But if I'm doing like, well,
I feel like sometimes he walks in and he's like, an adventure. Like I'm like,
that's me.
what?
Like, and my boyfriend gets so mad because if we go together, well, now he does most of the grocery shopping for, I think, mainly this reason. He just goes without me. But when we go, like, he goes, he has his like plan and his go-to products. And like every single time he goes, he's like, okay, I gotta go here and we grab this or this here. Cool.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Whatever. For me, I'm like, okay, I know we need food. So I'm just gonna like roam around and just vibe. Or like, okay, I need or it could be like, okay, so I need meat. Okay, so I'm gonna get some meat. Oh wait, I needed some vegetables. Okay, go back to the vegetables. Oh wait, no, I needed something. I needed like shrimp. And then I go back to like the meat. And so it's like sometimes I'm like going, like I would probably, if someone was just watching me, they would be like, has she ever been to a grocery store and not know where anything is? Because I just go back and forth all the
Why
time.
didn't you make a list? Oh my God.
Sometimes it's just like,
It's
sometimes
lovely.
my list is not even organized.
What a love. I mean, no, it's lovely.
Because I really like, if I would able to organize a list, I would have to do like, okay, all the like things that are in the same kind of aisle, right? So all of like the protein and maybe the dairy, because that's usually kind of around the same area, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I get your point.
Yeah.
I get your point.
Versus like the vegetables or like maybe like the rice or whatever. Like I feel like I need to have it be
And what else?
listed by like section in order for me to avoid doing that if I really wanted to like structure myself.
Wow.
Because if I just go off a list, let's say I have onions first, but then broccoli later.
Why would you just do that?
I'm gonna go to the onions because I'm just thinking about onions. I can't like think of like I hyper focus on getting the onions,
Okay.
and then I'm like, okay, now I have to get rice, and then I get rice. Okay, now I have to get the broccoli, and I go get the broccoli, and it's just like, so I look crazy
Because you're back and forth.
back and forth. However,
Wow.
I could have just been like, oh no, I know I'm here, so I need the broccoli too. So I'm gonna get all of that together.
I wanted to be upset, but I'm like, I understand.
You know?
You're allowed to shop however you want. But
Brian gets
if we go together,
pissed.
yeah, there is a time where I'm like, there's a more of a time where I'm like, this is silly and fun, and I love my boyfriend. What a cute little quirky thing. And then there's another time where I'm like, no, because I'm like, well, yeah, the whole like going to shop without him. I'm like, yeah, like let me know what you want. I'm gonna pick it up on the way because I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
Like you're not coming with me because this will take 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And when I go, I will be in and out in 5 minutes.
Yeah. And I like that at least when I went to Target together, they separated. Because actually, like, I would separate from my boyfriend if I go to Target.
Oh yeah.
Target's a place where you separate.
Oh, same. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get what I need. I have no idea what you're here looking for.
For sure.
He doesn't even know what he's here looking for.
You just try to look for someone to buy.
He's just looking around, and I mean, Target is the place to do that.
Yeah. So I think, like, that's a homegirl.
Yeah. What's our advice?
She was just asking, like, how do I, be in a relationship with someone with ADHD? I think, okay, I think a lot of the times don't take things personal, because that's one thing that, like, my boyfriend will get so irritated because he's a little bit more controlling and, like, needs to control the situation because he's, like, has a bit of anxiety. So if things that kind of don't go the way that they are supposed to, like, he kind of gets a little, like, irritated a bit. And And it may seem like they don't care because they're a little bit more like, go with the flow, you know? And it's nothing like, it's not a personal attack because we're not trying to like waste your time, you know? Like, I think sometimes my boyfriend's just kind of like thinks it's like a little inconsiderate, but it's not that. It's such a natural thing for us to do. Like, this is our natural behavior, you know? And so I think, I mean, if it is like offending you, obviously, for certain things, and address that to your boyfriend and have a conversation, and just try to also like understand that, you know, there's just certain things that just you can't change about a person. So what can you do to accept that situation and make it better for everybody else? So I think it's good at, you know, like for instance, like going to Target and going separate ways, because if you follow him, you know, you're going to be a little irritated. Or like my boyfriend just, you know, asking me like, what do you need from the store? And then he just does it himself because he's like more efficient, you know? Or then if I need something and don't want to bug him, then I just go separately and I, you know, whatever, do it, because I'm not trying to make it a whole thing.
Yeah.
What also helps is if you're able to have like make sure the person with ADHD has the space to themselves. Like, I love that, you know, we're capable of having like a 2-bedroom, 2-bath situation in our apartment. So I have a room to myself where I could do like my work and I could have my clothes and have all my things. Because like, as if you can see, like outside of this room, everything is so clean in that apartment. And he's so clean. He's super organized. And for me, like, I'm just not naturally like that. I try my best. I really do. I'm just not naturally like that. So I think allowing me to have my, you know, my space to like let my ADHD run wild, I think helps the relationship and avoids fighting, because I don't bring it outside, because all my stuff is in one area that's like for me.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that's helped our relationship a lot, because when we would like share an office, for instance, like it was always like all my stuff was just like in his way. Like it was just too much like shared space. So I think just having something, whatever partner has ADHD, having them like have their own little like area that they're responsible for, I think helps a lot.
Yeah.
You know, do you ever feel like offended by like certain behaviors of his where you think that it's like he's being...
Well, you're just like reminding me that I think I thought of something while you were talking. Was like, it's not like yeah, it's good to not take it personal, because it's like my boyfriend would act like this in any relationship, and like any relationship in his life with his mom, with his sisters, like with his dad, you know, like if he was in a different relationship, he would still have ADHD, you know, like he would still be acting like this. So it's like, do I love my boyfriend? Like the answer is yes. Does he have ADHD? The answer is yes. So there's like a part where I'm like, okay, well, like, you know, like it's never like a burden, you know, like it's never a bad thing. But then there are little things that I'm like maybe I'll get irritated, but I'm like, oh, I think it's just because, you know, he's not doing something the way I would do it. But I'm like, but that doesn't make the way I would do it like quote unquote better. It just means it's that I'm used to doing stuff my way. So if he does it a different way, maybe sometimes I'm like, well, I want to do it my way. But that's like kind of what you're saying. Like, it's good to have your own spaces and like kind of good to do your own thing when you're doing, like for me, if I want to go shopping and I want to get my list done, like either I'll go without him or I'll go with him, but I'll just be like, we have to leave in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, we are not going to stay here longer than 10 minutes.
Right.
But I don't know. I think there's just ways to like make it work and just make sure like, I think it's important to know that it's like you have to like respect your partner like with ADHD and not I'm not saying that she's not, just in general I think it's like it needs to not be seen as like something bad, because there's nothing bad about it. It's just like if you don't have ADHD, maybe it's just different because you have to like learn what does that look like.
Yeah, I think just having a conversation, because I also can't like speak for him, even though like we both have ADHD, because everyone's ADHD might look a little different. So I think, you know, for me, I have like certain triggers because of how I've had to deal with my ADHD. And I don't know what his triggers look like. So I think just having a very open and honest conversation that isn't like making him feel bad about it will really help. Like it's more so you just trying to understand him will make him feel very like, it'll make him feel very loved, you know, because I like when Brian just tries to understand instead of trying to like make me feel bad about certain things, you know, because I think we're two different people with different brain functions, so we really just have to like understand that, like just look at the core of the fact that we are different. So we have to learn with the other person how they function and how to, you know, and just talk about it. I think, and just not be mean. Don't be mean.
Yeah, it just,
you know,
being curious is definitely just like a fun way to kind of like, I guess, get more inside of it. It's like, what are you even thinking when that's going on? It's not like accusatory. It's just kind of like, I'm actually genuinely curious. Sometimes I laugh because it sounds silly to me. I think my boyfriend's so funny, but I'm like, really? He just likes to look at stuff in the store, and I'm just like,
I love doing that.
Okay, like, and it's nothing bad. I shouldn't even say it like that. It sounds like I'm being judgmental, but I'm almost like, it's so interesting to me because I was like, that is not how I shop, but it doesn't mean the way I shop is right.
Everyone's just so different, you know.
Yeah,
and so, and when you had to put ADHD on it, like it's just. And you're not that. You're just not going to understand certain things because it's not the most, it's just different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think for, you know, whoever is ADHD in the relationship, and this is something I try to like remind myself too, is like just not using that as an excuse to do certain things or to do better. Like obviously if it is, certain things are affecting the relationship, then try to figure out a solution, you know, and I'm still working on this. With my boyfriend, I think the biggest thing is, I think that we've talked about on the show, is the chores around the house. Yeah. Like he's so much more on top of it. I'm a little bit more like lenient because I mean, I lived alone before. Like I get to things. Maybe I don't get to things as quickly.
Okay.
But they get there, you know. And he's just a little bit more on top of it. So, and I think sometimes I don't know where my place is to do, you know, because he doesn't really like how I do certain things. Yeah. So I think in that situation, and I've tried telling him this too, is assigning different roles, you know, like someone is more in charge of something, you know, taking out the trash, or someone's in charge of doing the dishes. I think like giving that role and it should help.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But I don't know. I mean, everyone's a little different. I'm still working on that. So I don't even know how to give advice on that chores around the house because working on it.
Yeah, I guess there's always also like, I just had another thought. Not like we need to keep bouncing thoughts, but I was just like, well, maybe like, I guess I'm like, what does my boyfriend prefer? Like you mentioned this already. Like my boyfriend's not as vocal as I wish he could be, like, but I'm like, what if something I do annoys him? Like I wish it would be just as reciprocal. Like if there's like a thing that's like maybe bothering me, like maybe it's like you know, because he's like, oh, I take my time with something because like I like that's like how I do it. I'd want to hear that from, because
your boyfriend.
Yeah, I'm just like, I guess like I'm just trying to reiterate it. I guess like ADHD or not, like one is not like better than the other. It's just like there will be differences in how you approach things.
Yeah. That's
my thought. You pretty much have already said that. I don't know why I'm repeating everything.
No, I mean you're processing. I feel like.
Yeah, processing.
Because you're a homegirl in the email, you know.
I'm a homegirl.
You're a homegirl with a boyfriend that has ADHD, and I'm the girlfriend with ADHD.
I'm totally picturing my boyfriend as you talked about this story too. So I'm just like, oh my God, your boyfriend must be so cute. That's so funny. I'm picturing my boyfriend at Target.
Aww. Right? It's kind of
cute.
It's a little charming. It's our charm.
I love it. I think he's so cute. But
I think my boyfriend is sometimes, you know, he likes to give me shit. I think sometimes he does. There's certain things he does think is like cute or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
It's just like, oh,
I love it.
She's a little lost in Target. She's fine. She just goes with the flow. She don't really know what's going on.
I do like it. It's a good story time. Yes. Like I couldn't find my boyfriend in the store. That's pretty funny.
That is.
My boyfriend's lost. I lost my boyfriend.
As a kid, I used to always get lost in the store because I would always wander off.
I mean, he is an adult And
But also,
I
like, why are
also
my
feel as
parents
though
watching?
he is lost in the store. There are times when I'm like, you're not picking
Where's
up your
my
phone.
child?
Where are you? I'm very confused. We are trying to leave. So
Yeah.
it's not just happening to children, Steph. I'm kidding. I'm hot.
I'm hot too. I felt really
Oh,
warm.
okay,
Okay,
I'm
well,
so
any
hot.
last words about anything that we talked about?
I don't know. What do you think?
Happy New Year. It was a good episode. We covered a lot. I feel like this month of recording, because it's been such a hectic year, especially with the move. Like, I really just kept my episodes very simple the past couple of months, just because it kind of gives me anxiety sometimes to like have someone new on and to like do the whole shtick. And I think I just really I love when I have like my regulars on, because it's just like cozy and it feels very comfortable. But next year, I'm still obviously going to have all the regulars, all you guys on, but I really do want more people and continue to introduce more people on the show and to like reach out to different personalities and, you know, Love Islanders. Just
I
kidding.
love Love Island.
Maybe because I love like reality shows. So I think I want to tap into a little bit more of that. I have already, but maybe just a little bit more. And also, I just think people that I find interesting. And yeah, so stay tuned for this year, you guys. If there's any like topics or people that you want on the show, feel free to let me know. Like, I'm always taking suggestions. Because sometimes we don't know what we're doing. We're just like, let's just talk.
No, but isn't it kind of fun? People are your friends. Podcasts are so fun when people listen to a podcast. They're just like, oh, these are my friends.
Yeah.
Parasocial relationships.
It is a very parasocial relationship for sure.
I can't believe you said I'm a regular. Did you refer to me as a regular?
Yeah. I mean,
that.
how many times have we been on this fucking podcast?
Less than 10.
But like, definitely more than 5.
Definitely more than 5.
So at this point, yeah, you're a regular. You're a cast.
I love it. I'm a part of the cast.
You are. You made it.
Oh my God. You're so far away.
You made it. Okay, now plug yourself.
Okay, well, now she's a public girly.
Now she's a gay girly.
Yeah, I'm a gay public girly. What the hell? Sorry.
I don't know.
Well, all of it's true, but okay. You can find Nate, NateLusk, Nate Lusk on Instagram.
Yeah, because guys, he puts up his stand-up comedy on there, and he's blowing up. We want to get you. You're gonna be in 10K in no time,
That's so weird.
and you're gonna eventually be like at 1 million.
Okay. Are you being a witch right now?
I am. I think you're gonna.
So it's a
beat me in
premonition?
numbers.
It's a premonition, we're saying?
I think you're gonna beat me in numbers, and I'm totally okay with that. But I really.
Well, I'm part of the cast, so we'll be together.
So it would help, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just for you, I just know that you have a lot of success coming your way.
I love you so much. You're
I
being
feel
such a witch right now.
I know. I just feel it.
I hope
really
it's fun.
believe in you.
I love you so much. I believe in you.
I believe in you so much.
Stephanie.
Next thing you know, people are gonna followers are gonna come out to your show to watch you.
I have a show on the 19th. If this comes out in January, I have a show on the 19th
January 19th, where?
at the Comedy Store. No, on
She said
Sunset.
it. On Sunset.
Yeah.
If you guys in LA, I'll be there.
She'll be there.
She'll be there.
Come
So,
say hi.
Come say hi.
Hey, what the fuck? Is that weird? I'm like, wait, I don't know. Sometimes I feel weird inviting people to my things still.
No, invite everyone.
Okay. I'm only like, only my friends will come. People might want to go.
Yeah.
That's
They're
so
following
interesting.
you for your comedy now, so they're gonna
That's so weird. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you. Oh, I mean, this is not important. 2 of my friends surprised me at my show on Saturday. They surprised me.
With Linda.
No. 2 of my friends I haven't seen in years were in the front row of my show on Saturday.
Right?
No.
Oh.
The night after, because I had 2 shows. I had the show your night, and then I had a show the next night. I literally walked out, and they were right in front of. They were right there, and they were like, oh my God, I love you. And it was just so exciting. So I do like to be surprised.
Yeah, and people are like they're telling you people you haven't seen in a while are coming to support you.
It was so nice. I was like, what are
I'm
you
telling
doing
you,
here?
Nathan's gonna hit 1 million
You're being a
followers,
witch.
and he's gonna Netflix special.
Wow. I don't want to be cocky, but you said it. I'm going to knock on the table. Is
Claim
this
it.
what?
Claim it.
Well, I don't want to claim it because that seems cocky. You can say it though. I'll listen.
Claim it.
Claim it?
Claim it.
I'm receiving what you've
They're
said.
receiving.
I'll receive what you said.
Yeah.
I would not mind it. I think it could be fun.
And how rich he'd be.
I don't care about the money.
I know you don't, but the money is gonna be nice.
I want a little house. Well, not even a house. I want a little apartment if I ever get one in New York. But it's so
Yes.
expensive there.
But
So you need money to live
You'll
there.
be able to afford it.
Why? I just need a little one. So little.
Yeah, you really are very minimalistic. Anyways,
Yes.
we need to go.
Okay.
Follow me,
I love
Stefanie Maegan, or go to brocotherapy.com. All that shit is there. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Growth therapy.